All right, Algebra 1 students, let's look at Unit 6, Lesson 3, Building Quadratic Functions from Geometric Patterns. So there are 3 goals here. The third one's kind of long, so maybe want to pause it to get these down. I can recognize quadratic functions written in different ways. So quadratic functions can sometimes be written in multiple ways. We want to be able to identify that we have a quadratic function even when we look at the different ways that it could be written. I can use information from a pattern of shapes to write a quadratic function. So we want to look at how some shapes kind of are designed and how those shapes kind of illustrate what a quadratic function looks like. And third, I know that in a pattern of shapes, the step number is the input and the number of squares is the output. So we'll be using shapes that are made out of squares. The step number, so first step, second step, third step, that's our input. And then the total number of squares is considered our output in these situations. All right, our vocabulary here is quadratic function. Quadratic function is the output of the function is represented by a quadratic expression utilizing the input. So an example would be f of x equals x squared plus 3. X squared plus 3 is a quadratic expression, and when you enter your input, you get an output of f of x. All right, your warm-up, which I've given a little bit of help with, is we want to look at figure A, figure B, and figure C. And we want to write an expression to represent the area of each shaded figure when the side length of the large square is as shown in the first column. So make this table. We have these 4 possibilities, and then I've done the first one for you. So if the side length is 4, that means this first square is 4 times 4, otherwise known as 4 squared. This second one would be 4 squared, taking care of the big square, and then minus 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. So 4 squared minus 1 is our math problem. And then the area of C, we have 2 of the large squares. So I have 4 squared for 1 square times 2 gives us the 2 plus 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. I want you to use these to fill out the rest of them using the direction that I've given you there. Bring this table to class tomorrow, and then that will start our discussion. Thanks.